Not too long ago, I would've took that. Give me that. If my had to fall cause of one rat. Yeah, ain't no coming back. How I made it at the jungle, yeah, without a scratch. Where I'm at, where I go, how did I get here? Walk around with I'm from the south.
While in his hometown of Chicago for All-Star Weekend, NBA 2K20 cover athlete Anthony Davis helped unveil the latest 2K Foundations project. 2K Foundations, Xbox, and Ruffles teamed up to renovate the Louis L. Valentine Boys and Girls Club with a refurbished court and a new game room for the Chicago community. We caught up with AD after the ceremony. 2K TV here with Anthony Davis. In your intro press conference to the Lakers, you said that you hopped right on 2K when you signed, or you got traded, and you threw a virtual lob from LeBron to yourself. I want to know, how many times do you think that happened in real life this season?
Oh, I just saw a stat the other day that like 130 or something like that, and it's more assists than he had to anybody in his career. So, we try to exploit that pick and roll game a lot, that two-man game. So the lob by itself, probably, I'd say 50 times, 60 times. So it's great. It's been great.
So we have a 2K TV challenge this year, and someone has to pick a player and play all-time Anthony Davis on blacktop. So if you had to play your all-time self on blacktop, which player would you choose?
I would say probably a guard. I'm not sure who, but if you pick a guard, they kind of have me a little slow on 2K.
That's what I'm talking about.
Kenyon. Okay. I don't think you go catch it.
And so my movement, my quickness is not really as it should be. So I'll pick a guard because you probably can, beat me off the dribble. Because if it's a big, it's not going to happen.
The next question that I was going to ask you is, how's your game different in real life versus on the game? But you think your player in the game is a little bit slow.
Yeah, you got to speed it up a little bit. I don't think I'm that slow. A lot of people come to me and say, AD, man, you killing me on defense. And I look like I'm killing on defense. I'm like one of the best defensive players in the league. I think they do a great job overall with the players and their attributes and making sure that they're just like they play in real life.
Last question: are you the best 2K player on the Lakers?
I think I am, because I don't think if you're the cover athlete, you have to be I'm ready for any challenge.
Okay, awesome. Well, we will look forward to that. Thank you so much again for joining us on 2K TV.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right.
Hey, I'm Mike Wang, Gameplay Director for the NBA 2K series, and I'm back with some expert tips. A big part of basketball is simply having the right players on the floor at the right time. So this week, we're going over substitutions and matchups in NBA 2K20. When you're loading into a game, hit the start button once to access your lineup and twice to adjust your matchups. If you see that your opponent has a mismatch, you can switch it up before they get the chance to take advantage of it. If a matchup isn't going your way once you're in the game, you can do the same thing by pausing and going into game plan, then matchups. Want to substitute players without ruining the flow of the game? You can sub in players by hitting down on the D-pad and selecting which player you want taken out and who you want to replace them. The switch will happen at the next dead ball. Another valuable substitution method are the situational lineups. These lineups offer the best players at each position for the specific situation that you need. If you're up late in the game and the opponent is intentionally fouling, you'll want to run out the free throw lineup. If you desperately need a tray to stay in the game, you've got the three-point option. Or if you're getting dominated on the boards, there's a lineup to fix that too. You can access these presets by hitting down on the D-pad and using right trigger to scroll through your options. But if you want to see the players involved in each lineup, then call a timeout and use the triggers to go through them. And if you're a My League player, you have the option to customize these preset lineups. Just go into On-the-Fly Lineups in the Coaching tab, and you can edit any of the existing lineups, or create one of your own. That's it for this week, but make sure to check back for tips on in-game adjustments.
With so many of you jumping into 2K, we've added even more events in the neighborhood, so get out there and compete.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Up next, the Kings taking on the Mavericks. For the Kings, they can't be too disappointed, playing over 500 ball the last 10 games. But this team feels they are better than that and look to prove it with a big win tonight. Mavs, Kings. Tip-off just moments away.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Tonight, it'll be the Sacramento Kings up against the Dallas Mavericks. For Dallas, there's a 12-game difference between them and the conference leaders, but they're still in the mix when it comes to the playoff discussion. Get ready for some explosive highlights. Kenny, just how incredibly athletic are guys in the modern era?
I mean, we've had our guys with their fair share of athleticism, but could you imagine LeBron James playing in the 60s or the 70s or Giannis? Every decade, the athleticism just gets ratcheted up.
Yeah, but you look back at Michael Jordan and the great Allen Iverson, or even further back to David Thompson and Dr. J.
Yes.
Those guys would still be top athletes in the game if they played today.
Time for tip-off as we send it over to Kevin Harlan. He's got the call.
We hope you're wearing the green today on this special presentation of the NBA on St. Patrick's Day. With Brett Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well. Hey, Dave.
Well, we're seeing a new trend in NBA practices. Coaches are marking the court in different ways to help players visualize where they need to be. Take, for example, a 4-point line, rewarding players for stretching their shooting range. And a corner three, in some cases, is worth 4 points in practice. And that encourages players to take that high-value shot. There's a lot of coaches thinking outside the box by drawing new boxes on the court. Kevin?
A lot of talk about this, David. Some new ground certainly to look at. Thank you. And now a chance to take a look at some numbers for Porzingis.
And guys, it hasn't been pretty for him in the past 5 games. He's having one of those scoring slumps that all players go through at some point in the season. But I know he hadn't lost his confidence, and I expect this young man to get after it here tonight.
So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Kleba is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Luka Doncic out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. And for the Kings, that's at the point with Heel to his side. They're the backcourt. Parker out there with Harrison Barnes. And it's Giles in at the center position.
You think about the Kings and how far off it is that they are from getting into their primes. If they keep learning the game the right way and find some cohesion together here, there's some building blocks for these Kings to do some damage in the near future and sustain it.
Now here's Parker. Pass to Giles. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night. Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Brunson. Shoots over Fox. Brunson, good. Brent, most NBA players peak around, 27, 28, 30 years old? Kings have a lot of players entering right now that range.
Well, you think about it, they're actually a few years even from that range, Kevin, and so that youth will pay off as long as the player development is there. And if they can stay with a consistent coach for some time here, the likes of Fox and Bagley and Heald and Bogdanovich, it's a nice young core. We'll see if they can get the job done, get themselves into the playoffs, and start getting the kind of experience that propels an organization forward.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to go on De'Aaron Fox. The Mavericks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And he knocks down the first one. With the playoffs around the corner, Brent, some teams already making vacation plans. Talk about the disappointment that those kinds of teams are feeling right now.
Yeah, you start the beginning of training camp with ideas of wanting to play into the postseason, and you know the realization of that goal is not going to be met. And what you want to do is remember your opportunity as a player, Kevin, to go out and still compete. You might not be back with the team that you're playing the end of the season with, the last 10 games. Maybe you're somewhere else. But there are teams, as we've always said, still watching you. And so don't ever get away from the idea of the competition as the season winds down.
They always say the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Everything is on tape, right? I mean,
and they are assessing how it is that you approach that, because you show your stripes when things are not going well. What kind of character do you have?
Now here's Porzingis. He's coming off a 16-point game against the Clippers in Los Angeles.
And he also positioned himself perfectly to grab all those rebounds, guys. Can't forget about the fundamentals.
Now here's Parker following the miss by Porzingis. Pulls it from 20, and good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
That's nice mechanics there on the jump shot. Something we like to see on a nightly basis from De'Aaron Fox.
Brunson finds Doncic. Here's the teardrop. Brunson, good. Brunson's got 6.
Always fun to look at. Not tremendously efficient, but the floater, boy, those sure are pretty.
Now, here's Fox. Tight defense on him. Step back and squared up.
Fox pretty good when he decides to use his speed. He's going to get the defense on their heels.
Outside, Porzingis. Here's Finney Smith. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Doncic. The rebound by Giles.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
Barnes can't get it to go. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Mavericks. They come into this having outplayed the Clippers last game.
Well, in that one, they just had everything working offensively. It's a lot of fun when you get into that kind of a groove.
Yeah, I love watching that game, and in particular, their demeanor in their destruction in that game.
And Sacramento has possession. The Mavericks making the shot. 5 to shoot. That's a 2 from Parker, and the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Last time they met was in Dallas.
Not a close contest either. The last time they got together, everyone in the rotation played solid, and the bench was the difference.
Well, the second unit came in last game and just played lights out basketball. I'm sure they'd like to do that again.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad. Such a long road to recovery from Harry Giles, but so many people rooting for Harry when it is that he makes some kind of plays that remind you of when Giles was one of the top recruits coming out of his high school class, one that included De'Aaron Fox and also Jason Tatum.
Free throw good, Giles. And as you said, Brent, with Giles, The potential is there, and that's why they drafted him.
Well, they still think that they're going to explore the massive upside to what Harry Giles represents. Great size, great skill, and it's about him just feeling more and more confident in the health of his body to be able to produce like we've seen on some nights here, Kevin.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. And the Mavericks with possession here. Doncic feeling it out. Pass to Brunson. No good from outside. For Sacramento, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Barnes passes to Parker. No good that time. Now the Mavericks take it the other way. The pass to Finney-Smith. Now Doncic really played well against the Clippers in his last outing. Pass to Kleba. Here's Porzingis. 5 on the clock. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
And here is Hield. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Brooklyn. A floater, and there's the nice layup by Fox. Fox has got his 3rd basket of the night. The Mavericks have gone 4 of 10 shooting the ball here in the first quarter. Porzingis passes to Finney-Smith. He dishes it to Doncic. Here's Finney-Smith. Here's Porzingis. That one doesn't drop.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Count that one.
Well, Fox with the eyes and ears up that time. Good vision to facilitate.
Hield against Doncic. He can't get that one. Good D by Parker.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Fox, the bounce pass. Here's Barnes. Mavericks with the rebound.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
Doncic against Fox. Doubled by Fox. Passes to Kleba. They need this one. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got 5 rebounds tonight. Hield attacking. It's blocked. Now here's Brunson. A 14-point game for him in the win against the Clippers.
And guys, what impressed me most was his passing. He constantly looked for the open man and found guys in great spots. Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Porzingis with the block.
Great anticipation there. Porzingis in the right spot and throws that one away.
Doncic, no good. King shooting in this first quarter, around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Barnes. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
The 7th overall pick in 2012 out of North Carolina. Harrison Barnes won a title in Golden State. Signs the big contract with Dallas, but yet to achieve the stardom that many predicted back in high school.
And he can't get the first one. Greg, you look at Harrison Barnes. What's his best role?
I mean, Kevin, he's a hard worker, able to hit the spot-up 3. Defensively, his strength gives him some versatility, just a solid contributor.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Harry Giles. Bielitsa comes in for Parker. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Buddy Hield. And it's Joseph in for De'Aaron Fox.
You think about Harrison Barnes when he won an NBA championship in his 3rd year in the league after being the 7th pick in the 2012 NBA draft.
So they take the lead, and the Mavericks lead by 2.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
Pass to Holmes. He kicks it to Bogdanovich. He doesn't hit that one. Curry with some nice D. Right outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Ray, you suited up for 6 teams in your NBA career. What do you think about some of the front offices that you came across during that playing time?
I think when you find a front office, when you move from franchise to franchise, is what it is that they value most. And there were some franchises, quite frankly, Kevin, that I played for where they just wanted you to show up on time, get there, play the game, and leave. Those franchises end up having a lot of struggle to find some footing in the league. They also find trouble finding attraction from free agency because people understand the culture just isn't there. There are other teams that do so many other things well, Kevin. You feel so much more valued as a player throughout your course of your career. Those are the places that end up sticking with you. And I think the league is doing a great job from top to bottom, moving in that direction. Now, some are doing it better than others. That will always be the case. Right. But the idea around finding more completeness for what it is you provide a player is a great thing for everybody.
The Kings trail by 4. Joseph with the ball. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. And it's Bogdanovich off the drive. And the basket is good.
Probing and looking and finding ways. Bogdanovich really in attack mode here tonight.
Right, looking around. Porzingis finds Cauley Stein. And there's the pass to Wright. Rebounded by Holmes.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of an adjustment on the layup.
And it's Wright with the ball for the Mavericks. Pass to Hardaway. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Hardaway has got 5 points so far. Right against Joseph. Passes it to Bazemore. The 3 connects from 3-point range.
And the 3-point shot is something Bazemore has improved steadily over his career. You can't give him room like that to fire.
And Wright kicks to Porzingis. Curry against Joseph. On the wing, Hardaway. 5 points in the game. And oh, that was close. He draws the foul. He'll shoot 2.
And let's take a moment here to see some of the numbers for Kristaps Porzingis. He's averaging 19 points per game, 9 rebounds, then just over 2 blocks. And he's been a rock in the middle for them over that stretch of games. Dominating the glass is his trademark.
I feel like those rebounds are wearing down and eroding the opponent. His effort right now, physically and mentally, has been good.
That free throw good from Hardaway.
And Tim Hardaway Jr. has some nights where it just looks effortless for him to get out and get 20 points. It's nice when he rebounds and passes in those games as well, showing complete game.
Lenz checked in for Sacramento. Hardaway hits them both. The Kings trail by 3. Now Bazemore. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Out left to the wing. Right against Bazemore. Right outside. Shot clock at 5. And no good that time. So the Kings will take it the other way. They're coming off that win against the Nets.
And the difference in that one, the efficiency from range. They really focused on getting good looks.
It looked like the directive in that game was that they wanted to attack, and all that work that they put in on the perimeter turned into a big night from deep.
Now here's Len. No good. That would have tied it. Curry looking it over. Pass to Wright. Outside Hardaway. Wright left side. And Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Kings trail by 3. Joseph dishes to Len. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Hardaway passes to Curry. Here's Cauley-Stein, and he lays it straight in.
Yeah, the reach a factor there for Cauley-Stein. I'd love to see him hit the boards a little bit more often.
And here is Joseph. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Outside Bogdanovich. Sacramento again missing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Right against Bogdanovich. A floater. Puts it up from 12. Porzingis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You can hear the coaches from the sideline saying, stay down. You can't fall for the pump fake, but Porzingis adept at it there.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And at 78%, he's been a consistent shooter at the line for them all season long.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
Yeah, drawing fouls and making them pay at the line.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
Yeah, a lot of whistles here early, as well as foul trouble starting to be an issue.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Bogdanovich. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Curry is inside. He is covered by Bogdanovich. Outside Hardaway. Over Bielitsa. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got his 3rd bucket of the night. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks in control with the 9-point lead to end the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back right after this. And it's good to have you back with us as we celebrate St. Patrick's Day with more NBA action on 2K Sports. And guys, what's your take on the Mavericks so far?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
And it's the Mavericks with the ball. They lead by their biggest margin of the game, 9. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. They're in the midst of a 4-game road trip right now. That'll be game number 3. Bogdanovich out there with Corey Joseph. Then there's Kent Bazemore. Then there's Len. And it's Bielitsa in at the power forward position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Kings. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Tim Hardaway picks one up. Replay angles are interesting, Brent. Instant feedback on social media. Talk about the increased pressure now on referees to get every call right.
Well, so many times, Kevin, on nights where you're working games, you sit there for a minute and a half.
In super slow motion looking at the play.
And still sometimes hard to get it right.
Very hard.
What I think the league should think about doing with the competition committee is every team in the league should have 3 and 4 cameras that are mounted so that every time there's a replay at any given arena, they have access to the same angles.
For every game.
Every game. Where are most of the times these calls being missed? Where are these calls getting wronged? And how is it that we can implement some technology to help us not only get it right more often, which is the most important thing, but also fair and balanced vision for the referees to have an opportunity to do so.
What an excellent idea.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Right outside, takes the 3. It's hauled in by the Kings. Here's Bazemore. Dishes it to Joseph. The pass to Len. Rocket 6. Over Porzingis. Yep, it goes. And the Dallas lead is cut down now to just 7 on the basket from Len.
How about that shot? Not exactly something drawn up by the coaching staff.
Now here's Curry. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And it's a defensive 3-second violation. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Dallas. Kings on D, trailing here by 8. Cauley-Stein dishes to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Just 5 on the clock. Three-pointer right. Len grabs the board.
They've been able to have some team success in this game despite what's been an awful shooting night for him.
Up top, Bazemore, guarded by Kerr. Len uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, 7'1", 250+ pounds. He's just so good at pushing through contact as Alex Len.
Outside Curry. He feeds it to Wright. Out to Hardaway. Pass to Kleber. There's the dish to Wright. Takes a 3. The shot misses. So the Kings will take it the other way. 13 feet away. Here's Len. And the rejection by Cauley-Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley-Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
And the shot goes in.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, after years and years of rebuilding, the Kings are finally a team on the rise, and they're earning respect. Draymond Green said they've got a lot of young talent, never quit, probably the fastest team in the history of the NBA. Green said after he plays them, I leave the game exhausted. I go home, I'm dead. And Kevin, we know that Green is pretty accustomed to going all out.
David, he sure is. He's got a lot of engine in him. Thank you so much. And the Kings making a change here. Fox is checked in. Doncic against Fox. Up top, Doncic. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Curry's shot is off. The Kings trail by 8. Here's Bogdanovich. And plenty of contact on the shot. So 2 free throws coming up. And Dallas gets called for the foul.
This time slashing Bogdanovic, not in a spot-up mode, but on the move. And he picked up some contact while he was driving to the hole.
The first one falls.
And getting to the line and hitting your free throws, a good way to get back into the game. It stops the clock and extends the game and allows you the opportunity to set your defense. They've been perfect from the line so far here in the second quarter.
Catching up on the changes for Sacramento. Richaun Holmes, he's checked in for Len. Jabari Parker comes in for Bielitsa. And it's Buddy Hield in for Kent Bazemore.
You're having a lot of success from the line here in the second quarter.
Finney Smith kicks to Cauley-Stein. Fires from 18. Doncic, no good. The Kings trail by 6. And even though he stands 6'10", Holmes plays taller than that.
He does, mostly, Kevin, because of that length. I mean, he stretches out and uses that quick jump and can block some shots and deter a few guys from trying to do some things offensively.
The Kings have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
No good on the free throw.
And really, for a long time, the specter hanging over Buddy Hield was he's the player who was traded for DeMarcus Cousins. Hard billing to live up to, but he has made some giant leaps with his development.
Barnes, he's checked in for Bogdanovic. And he's good on the second. And Hield has slowly but surely turned himself into one of the elite shooters in the NBA.
And guys, to be as locked in as he is from deep with his height and release is deadly. He's the kind of player who gets better as his teammates get better around him, and he is just now finding his stride. Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
Now here's Hield. With an average of around 19.5 points a game, his scoring has been a constant for them. Fox looking it over. Shot from 12. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. Cauley-Stein's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Doncic. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
And certainly not lacking in confidence. When Doncic gets these inside looks, he just jumps all over.
Barnes outside. Down low. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut back down again to 5. The basket that time coming from Holmes.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They've led by as many as 11 points. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. It's good from long range. Doncic has got 5 points in the quarter. The Kings have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Doncic against Hield. Up top, Fox. 29 points for him last game against Brooklyn.
And guys, the other thing that he did well was just facilitate the offense, pass the ball around beautifully in that one. Seriously, put on a passing clinic.
Now here's Hield. No good on the 3. Doncic passes to Cauley-Stein. Brunson scanning the floor. Passes it to Finney Smith. Here's Doncic. And it's good with time running down on the shot clock. And now it's a 10-point Maverick lead. The Kings shooting the ball at a 43% rate here in the second. Hield against Doncic. Barnes outside, and Willie Cauley-Stein gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
This is one where the second foul is probably going to cost you some minutes in this game.
Now, here's Holmes. Cauley-Stein defending. Shot clock at 5. And that one's good. Barnes. Mavericks leading by 8. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Brunson with it. And the rejection by Holmes. Giles checked in for the Kings. Doncic outside. 6 to shoot. Overhealed. Doncic, no good.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Now, here's Fox. He has 6. Bucket is good.
Fox not a jump shooter, just doing a great job of mixing it up offensively now.
Doncic kicks to Finney-Smith. Here's Cauley-Stein. Nice touch on the shot from close range. Cauley-Stein's got his second bucket of the night.
Of all the action happening there, Kevin, it's the assist that jumps out to me there. That's just a great look and a great setup for the bucket.
Now, here's Fox. He's got 8. Taken away. To the middle. And Doncic gets it to go. And it's a 10-point Maverick lead.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Fox with it. Brunson covering. Healed the pass to Barnes. Now here's Fox. He's guarded closely. Unable to get that one. Dallas leading by 10. Here's Brunson. The rebound by Giles. Giles has got his 6th rebound on the night. Healed against Doncic. Healed the pass to Barnes. Shoots over Brunson. Again, the miss by the Kings. Dallas has gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let him fly. Here's Finney-Smith. Pass to Brunson. Out to Doncic. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Doncic has got the lead up to 13 now for Dallas.
An average shooter from deep, it's important that Doncic continues to work on this part of his game.
Here's Giles, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And in terms of size, not your typical center, but man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
Now, here's Doncic. 12 points for him. Lays it up and banks it in. Doncic has got 14.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Fox passes to Holmes. Kicks it to Hield. Outside, Fox. Over Brunson. Here's Barnes. The shot off that time. Nice D from Doncic.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
The Kings trail by 15. Now here's Hield. Outside, Fox. 1:31 left to play here in the half. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
How about De'Aaron Fox just staying focused there with the finish? Controlled that one well.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. Some changes for Sacramento. Alex Lenz checked in for Rashawn Holmes. Bielitsa comes in for Barnes. And it's Kent Bazemore in for Buddy Hield. Dallas also making some changes. Porzingis, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Maxi Kleber. And it's Seth Curry in for Jalen Brunson. Free throw good, Fox.
Well, the quickness of De'Aaron Fox really is incredible. I got a chance to see John Wall early in his career, and it was the speed that we talked about, but speed can kill. And if De'Aaron Fox can control it, he'll be fantastic at creating opportunities for himself and his teammates.
Doncic, no good. The Kings trail by 12. Outside, Fox. He kicks it to Bazemore. Outside, Fox. With the teardrop and the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
De'Aaron Fox not backing away that time from the contact, drawing the defense into him.
The Kings have shot 9 of 11 at the free throw line. The first free throw is good. Right, he's checked in for Doncic. That's also good, so he hits both free throws.
Well, it's interesting to watch him because he's putting his body on the line to get to the line. We didn't see this during the first quarter, but he's making up for it here.
Here's Finney-Smith. And the pass to Wright. The rebound by Giles. The Kings trail by 10.
And if they're thinking, they can get a 2-for-1 here.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to what they're going to run here. Got to run a good play.
A defensive breakdown there, no doubt about it. I mean, he's a guy you have to be focused on defensively.
Now here is Hardaway. 9 points in the game so far. Inside. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
It feels like he can take on anyone on the inside. Hardaway Jr. loved the aggressive attitude there.
He'll take his third and fourth free throw shots of the game right here. And the first one drops. Both shots good from the stripe.
No wasted trips at all. They're taking care of business at the line.
Bazemore with it. He's got 5. From deep. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Mavericks lead by 10. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, folks, can't tell you how much it means to us to have you back with us on the halftime show on 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, Shaquille O'Neal. Means the world, doesn't it?
Yes, sir.
Dallas has the edge here at halftime. They lead by 10. And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Straight out of Slovenia, Luka Doncic already exceeding expectations. Tremendous awareness and skill, just enough athleticism worked his magic again in the first half. This kid is incredible.
And over to Kenny now. Your take on the Kings.
To me, they looked out of sync shooting the basketball. Under 40% for the first half. Some of it was poor shot selection, but mostly it just looked like they were out of rhythm. For the second half, they need to push more for buckets in transition. Get to the foul line a little bit more. Try to get back in the flow.
And now with the second half about to get underway, let's send you back courtside. See you, everybody, with Kevin Harlan.
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. You have to like what you're seeing from Luka Doncic.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Dallas leading by 10. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the floor right now for the Mavericks, Kleber is the 4 with Porzingis in the middle. Jalen Brunson out there with Doncic. And it's Finney Smith in at the 3, the small forward. And Greg, as many expected, Porzingis getting a huge deal from Dallas to keep him a Mav for a long time.
Mavs feel he can be better than he was before the injury. Love the idea of pairing him long-term with Doncic. Signed him to a lengthy and sizable deal to be the core of their future.
Here's Doncic. The Kings getting the bucket. Pass to Finney Smith. Back to Doncic. And stolen by Barnes. It's Parker outside, and the 3 ball is good. Parker's got himself going there, his first points of the game on the deep ball.
Well, he has the green light to shoot it, Kevin. Jabari Parker looking to score in this offense.
Kleber, the pass to Porzingis. Pass to Brunson. Now Doncic, covered by Barnes. Clock at 4. 14 feet away, and it's Dallas with another.
And showing he's got a few tricks up his sleeve there. Doncic's handles are very impressive.
Outside, Fox. Teardrop shot. It's rebounded by Dallas. Kleber's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. For the 3, and Doncic gets it to go. And now a 12-point Dallas lead.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
3-pointer, Hield. Another 3 for Sacramento.
Wow, Hield has a beautiful release on his shot right there. Just barely off of his fingertips and buttery soft.
Here's Finney Smith. Doncic kicks to Finney Smith. Shoots from 14, off the left rim and out.
And after burying 3 straight shot opportunities, finally a miss there. Still feeling the momentum, though.
And yes, it's good. Hield's got 5 points in the quarter.
That's a good read by Jabari, a solid passer, and he knew he could reward a teammate that time.
Here's Doncic. Offline with his 3. And so it's Parker with it. He'll bring it up for the King. 7-point differential. Hield outside. The offensive rebound, Giles. Nice D from Porzingis.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
At the line for Mavericks, Dorian Finney-Smith. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. Bogdanovich is checked in for Buddy Hield. And so he makes both from the line. You know, Brent, how candid can players be in their answers in the post-game interviews about what has happened or what they're feeling at that time? In other words, is there a danger to being too honest as a player?
There could be, Kevin. I mean, anytime you express some of your vulnerabilities, and if it's done at the right time, somebody's going to take advantage of it. What we've seen over the past couple years is forget about when it is that the media is asking you questions. Most players are taking it to their social media accounts where they're able to get the message out without being baited by somebody with regards to a question. They can expound on whatever it is that they're feeling at that time, and that helps them to control the messaging a little bit more. And I think that trend is going to continue and continue to grow.
Tim Hardaway Jr. is checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. The free throw off from Fox. Mavericks leading by 7. Doncic with it. Now guarded by Fox. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic. Sacramento making a switch here. Holmes checked in. Outside, Fox. Barnes outside. Over Hardaway. Barnes can't get it to go. For Dallas, they've gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, a moment here to take a look at the numbers for Barnes. How his last 10 games have gone. He's averaging 15 points a game, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. And he's done his share of the work for the team, definitely making an impact.
Well, the numbers, if you look at them, impressive all the way around, and he's not letting the team down.
That free throw good from Hardaway. And he can't hit the second. The Kings trail by 8. Here's Bogdanovich. Misses the layup.
This feels like it's snowballed a little bit on them. The more he tries to shoot his way out of this slump, the worse it seems to get. They need him to get it together.
Brunson finds Doncic. Shot clock at 6. Out to Hardaway. Launches it. A three-pointer is right on target. Hardaway has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Hardaway Jr. needing to stay aggressive, and when he has nights like this, he'll pick it up.
Back to Fox. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Fox has got 17.
And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Here's Brunson. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Good D by Parker. Here's Barnes. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Parker. Parker's got 3 assists now in this one. Now Brunson. He's got 8. Here's Doncic. And that one drops for him. Doncic has got 21.
And it just seems when Doncic turns it on, it's a sight to see. Incredible at scoring in a variety of ways.
Now here's Fox. He's got 17. It's Parker with the drive. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Pass to Fox. Another shot. Here's Holmes. Persistence pays off as they finally hit a shot. Holmes got his second basket of the game. Here's Brunson. He's averaging just around 8.5 points a game. Outside Hardaway. And there's the pass to Kleba. And here's Porzingis for a three. Jabari Parker comes up with the rebound. The Kings trail by 7. And it's Bogdanovich in the corner. Sinks the triple. He has 7.
Great shooting off the pass. Get the feet set. Good balance. Bogdanovich dangerous.
And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. Sacramento making some changes. Alex Lenz checked in for Parker. Bielitsa comes in for Barnes. And Corey Joseph subbed in for Fox. Then for the Mavericks, Cauley Stein. He's checked in for Maxi Kleba. Curry comes in for Doncic. And it's DeLon Wright in for Jalen Brunson. They get it again. Here's Holmes. Banked in off the glass. Now just a 2-point Dallas lead.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Now here's Curry. He's playing a pretty big role for him at the offensive end, averaging about 12.5 points a game. That's tipped. Wright dishes to Hardaway. Dallas no good that time either. And so it's Joseph with it. He'll bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. The game now all time. Bogdanovich has got 5 points now this quarter.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Tim Hardaway Jr. with the ball on the floor there. Very decisive to get in there on that move.
Joseph against Wright. Now here's Len. Defense is right there. Outside Bogdanovich. Over Hardaway. And the Kings check on 2 more.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Now here's Porzingis. He's got 6. To the inside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Porzingis finishing strong that time. No doubt about that one.
The Kings trailing. And the impact that Porzingis can have on the defensive end, Greg, cannot be overstated.
The reach and leaping ability he has paired with his timing make him a premier rim protector. And what sets him over the top really is that fearlessness. He will challenge anyone and everyone at the rim.
And so here is Dallas after the Kings pick up 2. Right, the pass to Hardaway. And here is Curry. He's covered by Bielitsa. And here's Porzingis for a 3. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in.
They're trying to be more consistent to legitimize shooting as many threes as he does. Porzingis can't stretch the floor.
Here's the teardrop. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut to just 1 point on the basket from Bogdanovich.
And what a turnaround from the first half. I mean, he's been incredible here in the second half.
And Wright kicks to Hardaway. Trying to find Curry. He's got it now. And they call an illegal screen here. And we get a moment to check out the team's scoring leaders. In third, the Mavericks.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
And here is Joseph. Outside Bogdanovich for the lead. And another three for Sacramento.
You've got to give them a lot of credit for just battling back into this game.
Well, there's an ebb and a flow. They had a hard time earlier, but now, flow.
Now here's Porzingis, 11 points in the game. Here's Wright. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And now we'll look at the upcoming schedule for Sacramento. On Thursday, they'll start out on the road and play the Rockets in Houston. Then on Saturday, they'll go up against the Magic in Orlando.
And that game against the Cavaliers, it's going to be an all-out battle. And you just hope they are rested and able to execute their game plan, as it's going to be a tremendous challenge.
Free throw drops for Wright. Kent Bazemore's checked in for the Kings. Hield comes in for Corey Joseph. And so Wright nails both of them. Sacramento's gotten 12 of their points from long range in the third quarter, going 4 of 5 shooting. Pass to Bazemore. Five on the clock. Fires from the wing. No good off the back of the rim. Mavericks have gone 8 of 14 on their shot attempts here in the third. Some pretty nice work. Hardaway finds Wright. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Passes to Cauley-Stein. Here's Curry. From deep three-point range, Len grabs the board. Len's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Here's Bogdanovich. Porzingis with the block. An even 3-on-3 break. And Curry the bucket on the assist from Hardaway. Curry's got 5 now.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Len dishes to Bogdanovich. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's going to go on Willie Cauley-Stein.
Well, the thing you think about with Bogdanovich, besides his first name being in his last name, is potential. A young, raw prospect with plenty of upside.
The first one falls, and the Mavericks making a change here. Finney Smith's checked in. So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. The Mavericks leading. Outside Hardaway. Tries again. Sacramento grabs the miss. 4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Right against Hield. Down low. Elitsa. The shot comes out. Great D that time from Hardaway. Rejected by Len.
Well, putting the wingspan to great use, Len throws that one away.
And so it's Dallas with it. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. It's Dallas leading by just 1. 5 Live from Golden One Center, you're watching 2K Sports.
Ran up on him. I ain't said he looking for me. I don't really give a.
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Giles is out there with Alex Len. Then there's Buddy Hield. Then there's Kent Baseman. And it's Bielitsa in at the small forward position. That's the 5 out there for the Kings. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Long arms and some quick hands that time. Some good awareness as Porzingis just kept moving.
The Kings trail by 3. Here's Bielitsa. Now here's Bazemore. On the wing, Hield. Here's Giles. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. And that's a double-double for him now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. Right, the pass to Hardaway. Curry with it. He's covered by Bielitsa. Curry kicks to Porzingis. Clock at 6. Score of the basket is 5th of the game. He's missed 6 shots against those 5 makes.
Porzingis playing with some heart now, never giving up or into the defense, muscling through that difficult shot.
Here's Bazemore, and the slam dunk by Bazemore.
Making the most of the screen. That's how it's done.
And it's in the perfect spot, Greg. Frees him up to get all the way to the bucket.
Really not enough help there. Lack of communication on the backside.
Here's Hardaway. Sacramento making their last shot. The shot by Curry, no good.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Bazemore against Wright. Out to the right wing. Len dishes to Bazemore. Over Wright. Almost, but it rolls out. The Mavericks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Hardaway against Hield. Hardaway. Oh, that was something else.
Tim Hardaway Jr., great momentum right to the rim.
And so Bazemore will bring it up for the Sacramento Kings. They trail by 3. Now a timeout called by Sacramento.
And as things present themselves throughout a game, teams have to adapt on the fly.
And timeouts are a wonderful opportunity to just settle in and recollect the thoughts of your entire team. Not just the guys playing, but the entire team, Greg.
And some changes here for the Kings. Jabari Parker's checked in for Len. Harrison Barnes comes in for Bielitsa. And De'Aaron Fox subbed in for Kent Bazemore. Then for the Mavericks, Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Doncic comes in for Curry, and it's Jalen Brunson in for Wright. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, I listened in on what Luke Walton said to his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Here's Porzingis, After the basket by De'Aaron Fox.
In general, Kevin, Porzingis' size is problematic. The D is not going to have any option but to foul him.
And he makes the first.
Well, Porzingis plays with a high motor. We've seen in the early part of his career have very good starts to seasons and then struggling maybe in the second half of the year. We'd like to see that stamina all year long, at least for a full season.
And both free throws good for Porzingis.
A big fella with the ability and confidence at the free throw line is something that every team wants. Don't have to make those late substitutions. Keep your big guys on the floor.
And great intensity here down the stretch. He's not one to shrink in the moment.
Now take a look at him. Locked in right now in this moment. Wants the ball in his hands and feels real comfortable with the shot he's taking.
Here's Finney Smith after the basket by De'Aaron Fox. Healed on the double team. Lets it go with a three. Kept alive. Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Well, when you see Porzingis attack the glass, you want to stand up in your seat. There's been these opportunities where we've seen him flying in for some highlight dunks.
Now, here's Fox. Lets it go. It's rebounded by Doncic. Doncic has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Brunson, good.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Takes the 13-footer, and with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Hield.
A crucial breakdown defensively, and he was quick to make him pay.
You might see this in the early part of the game, but at this stage in the game, that's just really something unacceptable. He's a great mid-range scorer.
Now, here's Doncic, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
And as Dirk Nowitzki walks off into the sunset, the Mavericks seem to have found their next European superstar in Luka Doncic. The number 3 pick in last year's draft had a rookie season for the ages.
That one is off. And Doncic, the EuroLeague MVP, led Real Madrid to a title. EuroLeague Finals MVP, all at the tender age of 19.
Incredibly accomplished. Despite that, slipped a little bit in the draft into the waiting arms of the Mavs, who moved up 2 spots to get him.
Good on the second free throw.
But making it a 2-possession game was what was important on that trip to the line.
Outside, Fox. Stolen by Brunson. And it's the Mavericks on the break. And it's Harrison Barnes with the foul. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far.
And you can see he just didn't get squared up with his feet.
Now here's Brunson. Guarded by Fox. Doncic sinks the 3-pointer. Doncic has got 11 points here in just the second half.
And love how much Doncic believes in himself. It shows when he shoots off the pass like that.
Here's Giles. Second chance shot. Porzingis with the block. Brunson with it. He can't get it to go. So the Kings will take it the other way. Here's Hield. It's rebounded by Dallas. Porzingis has got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Doncic passes to Porzingis.
Oh, yes, sir. And Porzingis right through the defense, and a sweet dunk from the big man.
The Kings trail by 10. Fox kicks to Hield. Barnes bounce pass. Here's Giles. Guarded by Porzingis. 5 to shoot. Hield with the bucket. Hield's got 4 points in the quarter.
Maybe the halftime break was good for him, allowed him to step back, calm himself down, get himself in the right frame of mind, and now shots are falling.
Here's Finney Smith. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Doncic has got assist number 5 here tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And the dunk by Parker.
Parker exploding to the hoop, and the defense can't match up the great combination of size and speed shown on that play.
Hield against Doncic. Runs in the pass to Kleber. Finney Smith kicks to Brunson. Out to Doncic. From outside, off the mark.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Outside, Porzingis. Now, Brunson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Clearly a foul.
Shooting the pass. Taking 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Rashawn Holmes, he's checked in for Sacramento. He's off on the second. And it's Barnes with the ball for the Sacramento Kings. It's a 10-point game, and good that time.
And they found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
Now here's Brunson. He dishes it to Doncic. Back to Brunson. Pass to Finney Smith. Here's the 3. A second chance effort. Kleber with the bucket.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
And it's the Kings with the ball. The Mavericks making the shot. Fox, no good.
He's going to be shaking his head on that one. Knows he missed an easy one.
Yeah, you can't make them all, and you for sure you'll want him taking that kind of shot.
And he's got a good handle, excellent body control. Doncic is a threat to pull up from anywhere.
The pass to Fox. The teardrop falls in. Fox has got 6 points in the quarter.
That's a nice floater. I mean, a la Mike Conley, if De'Aaron Fox can establish that float game, tough to stop.
Here's Kleber. Pass to Porzingis. To the middle. Here's Finney Smith. Makes it off the glass.
Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and he's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around him.
Now here's Hield. Passes it to Fox. High arcing shot. He takes it up and lays it in. Fox has got 25 points.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Porzingis finds Brunson. Here's Kleba. And here is Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. And a miss there on the triple. Barnes, right side. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
You know, the ill-advised threes isn't how you want to close the gap. They've got to have better shot selection.
Shoots a fader. Porzingis can't hit. The Kings trail by 10. On the wing, Hield. The lead now cut to single digits.
And you love how Hield is always ready with his feet set. Once the ball hits his hands, it's off.
Now here's Porzingis. There's a minute 47 left in the fourth quarter. Dallas moving it around. Here's Finney Smith. Dallas again missing.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-up.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-up, so maybe just a step too far.
Holt. Basket is good. He'll get a chance for one more at the line.
Yeah, good-looking bounce pass to set up that one.
Shooting just one.
And so here is Dallas. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. The pass to Porzingis. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Now here's Barnes. Brunson covering. Here's Holmes. It's rebounded by Brunson. And here are the Mavericks now, leading by 5. And he banks in the layup.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
Timeout called by the Kings. They trail by 7. There's 49 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And now we get the chance to present our Jordan Player of the Game, Kristaps Porzingis.
And he's provided them with a major mismatch on that low block tonight. That they've been able to lean on his scoring in the paint. And if nothing else has worked, he's given them a reliable option on every possession.
And at last, he gets a little redemption. You know, it's been several games since he's been at his best. He's really been having a tough time. A chance here to possibly put it out of reach.
This is when you really need to maintain your focus. Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Here's Hield after Luka Doncic's bucket. No good with the elbow jumper. We've got 22 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. The tray hits it from three-point range. Doncic has got 32 points.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
Thompson with it. So we see the Mavericks taking the win here. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thank you, Kevin. KP, you guys got out on a break tonight. How did you get into transition so easily?
Yeah, we want to play faster, and that's what we try to do whenever they miss. We try to run, move the ball quick, and get easy buckets.
And you were able to beat them down the floor tonight, KP. Thanks a lot for your time. Kevin, back to you.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long, everyone.